listen till you speak, right? So repeat after me. It's changing.
It's changing.
Right now.
Right now.
It's changing.
It's changing.
Right now.
Right now.
My life is.
This
time say it like you want every devil in hell to get shook up, okay? When I say, listen, I want you to say it like you, don't be coming up here trying to be cute. I already said y'all look good. Now, y'all ready? My life is changing.
It's changing.
When? My life is changing.
It's changing.
When?
Right now.
My life is changing.
It's changing.
When?
Right now.
Let's go. There we go. There we go. I had to see if y'all was gonna follow me to the T, and y'all did. Y'all said, you ain't say that part. You ain't say that part. How y'all doing? Good. Wonderful. Okay, well then that's great. One of the things I came to talk about right now is I want you to understand that your life is gonna change, and it's not gonna change tomorrow, it's gonna change right now. Come on. Right? It's going to change right now. Why? Because if you actively start working on yourself and your development, then you're capable of starting your change, and you don't have to wait. You can start your change right now, right here today. Right? But it's all, when I said choice, we all possess a divine right of choice. You're only going to live on whatever level of life that you decide that you're going to stay on. So if you settle for mediocre, that's what you're going to have. If you settle for basic, then that's what you're going to have. If you continue to stay in broken relationships, friendships, whatever, situationships, etc., then guess what? That is a decision that you're making to stay in those environments. The only way that your life is going to change, the only way that you're going to heal, you're going to evolve, that you're going to be able to create the very best version of yourself is if you say, you know what, enough is enough. Because people don't change until they get tired. And that's what we got to stop doing. We got to stop waiting until we tired. Till you don't have nothing else left. You done slid down every single wall in your house and went next door to your neighbor's house, and you done slid down a couple of theirs. Tired. Then talk so much to them folks on your job about what you're going through in your life, they sick of it. You didn't talk till your tongue hurt. Now everybody wants to know, what are you going to do to change it? What are you going to do to come up out of that situation? How do you plan on fixing that situation? Right? First and foremost, you got to get out of your own way.
Come on now.
Because half of the time it ain't nobody else, it's you. You holding yourself up. You standing in your own way. You preventing you from being able to grow. You being able to heal and develop into your fullest potential. You're not activated in your own life. Why? Number one reason is right here. We slow ourselves up because of our own unbelief. Oh yeah, sometimes you all, yeah, come on, let's be real. Okay? Oh, I don't know. If you don't know, it won't happen for you. This ain't for you. This for the believers. Right. So that's what you tell them the next time when they be like, well, I don't know. Yeah, you don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We ain't even going to waste the prayers right there with you. Because what we going to do? The prayers going to hit the ceiling. They ain't going nowhere. You already made up in your mind that you really don't believe that you can have that particular thing. So why is it that we're going to sit here and continue to go back and forth, tennis in a conversation in something that you already don't believe? You've already counseled yourself out. You already said that it won't be able to happen for you. If you want something to happen for you, you have got to truly believe that it can happen. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. The Bible says if you read it and you trust what you read, then you can have it. What does that mean? Nothing is off limits to you.
Come on now.
You were not created to survive. You were created to thrive. So why are you struggling? Because majority of the time, our belief is based on what we see. And because we've never seen somebody be a millionaire, or be a celebrity, or live a successful life, or a drama-free life, we think that this is normal. Everybody, everybody cheat. And, we make it normal. Don't you get no man and expect for your man not to cheat, because they all cheat. They make it normal. Oh, that's just regular relationship issues. That's just regular families, like it's normal. And we've accepted these things because that's all we've seen. Because we haven't seen anything else to believe that there could be anything else. So when they say, they give you excuses for your brokenness, they say you like that because you're a product of your environment. So you know how you sit, because that's what they told you. They say, oh yeah, well you can't have that. You didn't come from a 2-parent home. You come from a broken home. That's why you behave that way. You don't know what healthy look like. You don't know what healthy love is, even though your mama was full of love. Your grandmama was full of love. And they showed you that on every hand. They demonstrated that to you day in and day out. But they give you an excuse for you to stay down. And because you not doing the work on yourself. You ain't picking up nothing to go unlearn what they done told you. My unbelief, I don't know if it could really happen for me. And in the process of that, the second thing is what? It's breaking out of that generational traditions. Generational curses. But y'all call them traditions. Yeah, but they be curses, but y'all mama, they be calling them traditions. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, it's outdated. It's expired. It's no longer effective. It's no longer working. What happened and what they dealt with way back then ain't got nothing to do with what we're doing right now. But we stay stuck in that environment. We stay stuck right there because that's what they say. Oh, a piece of a man is better than no man. A piece of a woman is better than no woman. And what you gonna do? You gonna break up your home? I sure am, baby. I want y'all sure am. Walk smooth off. Hello. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah. Cause be real. Come on. Walk smooth off, man. Conversation if the vibration ain't doing what it's supposed to do. Gotta get up out of there. Why? Because you want me to believe that me being a good person, me being a good wife, means that I have to tolerate the disrespect. Me being a good husband means that I have to provide for people that are feeling entitled or ungrateful. You want me to stay in an environment where I'm not appreciated, where I'm not seen, where I'm not valued, where I'm not heard. You want me to stay there and I can't. Why? Because my purpose is calling for more. So I can't follow your way. You did what was best for you because y'all was in survival. I ain't in survival. So you have to be willing to go against the grain. You got to be willing to go against the flow. You got to be willing to piss some folk off. You got to be willing to give some folk that you thought that you was going to end this thing with, you're going to have to give them the gift of goodbye. Oh, I love you, but I got to let you go. Oh, and I love what you do, but you do it so good, but I got to let you go. How she say, why it hurts so bad, but it feels so good. But the damage that it's doing to my life, the way that it's breaking my spirit, the way that it's draining my soul, I can't afford it. Understand that we're in a place right now where we can't afford another soul tie with the wrong person. We can't afford another soul tie in a friendship, a family ship, a job ship, a church ship, a situation ship, whatever ship that you own with whomever. What did I tell you? A ship is designed to do what? Transport. That's go multiple places. So if that ship ain't shipping, I gotta abort that mission. Send my canoe. Hello, I need y'all send my floaties, baby. I'm going overboard. I gotta get up out of there because I'm not. Yeah, you have to get up out of there. You have to be willing to go against the flow. You have to be willing to be that black sheep. You got to be willing to be that one that they said wasn't gonna make it, couldn't make it. You have to be the one that you have to be okay with being the one that they counted out. You have to be. Because what? Every family gonna have a trailblazer. Every family is gonna have somebody in their family that's going to be anointed and appointed to be the what? The first. Yes. So you waiting on the first, and the first is you. Some people, yeah, okay, that's real. Some people spend their whole life and you waiting on the first, and the first is you. You waiting on that person that's not gonna be afraid to go through it, but it's you. That's why you're so uncomfortable. That's why you can't sit in that environment. That's why when you walk in the room, everybody get aggravated with you because they know they can say certain things to them, but they can't say that to you. Yeah, she'll air it all out, baby. Yeah, when you go in the room, everybody kind of tighten up a little bit because they're like, here she come. Oh, yeah, you're going to always be labeled as, yeah, here she come, honey. They will do it just fine until you walked in there, but they already know. Oh, yeah, you say that to that one if you want to. Baby, we going from 0 to prison. Skip and slam past county, baby. You don't even got to book them. Just go ahead and get them their suit. That's how it be. When you are that person that is appointed and called to be the first. Every environment where there's drama, there's discord, you get aggravated easily. You walk into it like, right then and then, you don't want to deal with it. in control. When you're operating in your purpose, your calling, when you're fixing your life, you're doing what you need to do for your life, correcting your life, oh baby, you have to relinquish that need to be in control. Because in that moment, it's no longer about you. It's let thy will be done. And I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but I do. Thy ain't you. Okay? Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So that thigh ain't you. Which means you have to be willing to decrease so that God can increase in your life. You have to be willing to take off your perspective and take on his perspective so that you will be able to grow and evolve. And I want to let you know this right here. The moment that you operate in that way, yeah, baby, your life become instantly, oh, baby, so much better. Things that you used to be stressed out about, oh, baby, that's a God problem. He'll fix that. And it's not that you don't see it, right? It's not that you don't see it. You see everything that's going on in your life. You know that all hell breaking loose. You know the husband acting up. You know the children doing the most. You know that already, but you also know is I don't control that. They're going to do what they're going to do regardless. I give them back to the Creator. You fix that problem. You handle that. Because now you have to understand that when you are ignorant to the enemy's tactics, then what? He has the advantage. But when you become knowledgeable of how the enemy operates, then you realize that that's not a problem of mine. That's a distraction. Yes. You're doing what you do. You want my attention. You want me to do everything but be able to pray. You want me to do everything but be able to read. Anything that I do that's going to help me, that's going to benefit me in any type of way, shape, or form, that's going to push me to grow, that's going to push me to evolve, you got an issue with. It's always, we got to fall out right before I go to the empowerment conference. Right before I get on the webinar, we got to go back and forth. Right before I go out here to do what I feel like I need to do to help me, oh, we got an issue. Why? It's not about what you're going to do. Understand that. So yeah, don't think that for a second. It ain't that they think that you're going out there, you're going to meet somebody and all of that. Please don't get wrapped up in that. That ain't the problem. The problem is the information that you can run into. The right information going to change your life. You go out there and you hang around them women that's talking about healing and growing and evolving long enough. What my grandma said, baby, you stay around the fire long enough, you're going to get burned. You get around them folk in that environment, and they talking about growth and development. They telling you that you're more than a conqueror, that you're more than victorious. They telling you that ain't nothing off limits to you. They telling you to line yourself up with the will of God and stay operating that alignment and operating that love and that peace. And then all of a sudden you start calling out everything that's not in alignment with love and peace and separating yourself from that. You think that they're going to want you to have that? No! That you are easily to control when you're not aware. You are easy to control, to manipulate when you're not aware. The more that you grow and you become aware of who you are, what you are, and what you carry, you become a threat. Serious threat. Wait a minute now. I've been saying that to you for a long time and you ain't say nothing. I ain't know no better then. Yeah. Right? The right type of information to change your life. And another thing about growth and development and awareness is once you start becoming aware of who you are, naturally, it makes you aware of the other folks' behavior that's around you as well. So when you hear folks say, oh, I ain't that, that's you, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You want to do this and you want to, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. I need for you have to watch them kind of folks. You got to watch that, right? And the reason why you have to watch that is because when you're connected to people, when you're growing and they're refusing to grow, you're putting yourself in a dangerous zone. Either one or two things going to happen. Either they're going to pull you back down or you're going to pull them up. But it's all based on the person that you're dealing with. So what are you saying, Coach? You're gambling with yourself. Because people ain't going to change until they get ready to change. It ain't something that you can make them do. You can talk to them until your tongue hurt. But if that ain't what they want for their life, they not budging. How they say you can lead that horse to the water, but can't make them drink. Can't make them drink and can't make them thirsty either. Sometimes they don't drink because they not thirsty. They don't mind the walk. But when you get right here, this is where I'm going to get off at. And you have to be willing to leave them right there where they happy at. What's that called? Honoring myself. I'm not forcing you to change. But I'm not going to allow you to hold me hostage in it. You ain't got to change. You ain't got to evolve. You ain't got to heal. You can hang out right here where you at. But what I'm not going to do is allow you to keep me hostage right here with you. That's how we slow ourselves up. You have to stop accepting the mentality, oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but it's going to take time. No, it won't. What you got to do? You got to work while you wait. People love to say, oh, it takes time. Everything going to happen with time. But why are you working on that thing to happen? You just sitting over there idly thinking that it's going to just come fall in your lap like, red ink pen, notice what? Waiting is entitlement. That's a red ink pen. Waiting is entitlement. What makes you think that what you want, you started your business, what makes you think that your clientele just going to come if you don't promote yourself? What makes you think that they're going to start coming and buying? What, you got shea butter? They're going to just come and start buying your butter. You ain't made now posts. You ain't told nobody you got a business. Ain't went and got your LLC. Don't got no logo. You just got your butter on the table. What you think them folk going to do? They don't know you or your butter. Yeah. You got. They ain't coming to get the herbs. You gotta be willing to do the work. You have to work while you wait. Waiting all by itself is a sense of entitlement. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. You can't go become a doctor without going to school. You can't be a lawyer without going to school. Why you think you can change your life without doing the work? You have to get up and actively put in that work to get what it is that you want. Oh yeah, well my time, oh yeah, it's gonna come and it's gonna come. It just takes time. No, instantly. I read in that and it said that God said in his word, he said, I am in a haste to perform what my word says. Yes. Which means he ain't wasting no time for it. I'm gonna do it expeditiously. That what he said, friend. I'm gonna do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. It ain't about to take me all day to do nothing that I'm about to do for you. But what I gotta do for it, I gotta secure my yes. I'm waiting to secure my yes. Because once I get my yes, when you take that step, I'm gonna pour. You take that step, I'm gonna pour. You take that step, I'm gonna pour. But I cannot pour if you're not making those steps.
Come on.
If you never put the seed in the ground, what you water? What you gonna grow? If you never took the time to put the seed in the ground, what you about to do? You have to work while you wait. You have to start picking up the books. You have to start finding out what's going on in this market, in that market. Let me go ahead and get myself in this room, in that room. I pulled y'all up here, not because I just wanted y'all to be up here. I pulled y'all up here because y'all are entrepreneurs. And I wanted to speak directly from my lips to your heart to let you know that whatever it is that you're doing in your life, continue to pour into your business. Continue to do what you do. Because as long as you're aligning yourself with what it is that you're doing, God gave you the vision. He'll give you the clients as well. Because guess what? They could have been anywhere else. Could have went and done anything else. I'm going to get a ticket to come set up my table. I want to get a ticket so I can promote my business. That's working while you wait. So until I can go throw my stuff up online and it sell out like Super and Judy now, I'm going to the empowerment conferences. I'm booking a table. I'm getting on whatever platform they got where I can go in and get my stuff out there. I need to get my stuff out there. That's working while you wait. That's not sitting there and just expecting for people to come knock on you. You got them herbs? You got them waist beads, girl. I heard you got them beads. It don't work that way. You got to understand the way that God works. It's about how you're willing to show up in your life. How active are you really being in your life and not getting caught up in those places of your life where you're just sitting and you're stagnant. And don't get bamboozled now. Don't get all confused when people start saying just how it's always been. You have to know that the God that we serve, he can take a permanent situation and make it temporary. It'll go from being a stage to a state of your life to a stage of your life. Oh, I used to be there, but come on, Mom. They don't know when to tear the building up. The God that we serve, yes, he'll take something that everybody thought was a permanent situation for you. You ain't never gonna come out of that. That's gonna always be like that. And take that situation. You thought you was gonna cry them tears forever. You thought you was gonna struggle like that forever. You was gonna be down like that forever. Come on, gorgeous glow. Thought you weren't gonna come back from that. And take that situation that you thought was permanent and make it a temporary thing. Have folk looking at you all kind of crazy. How in the world? Wait a minute. I thought you was done for. They had already counted you out. Now, how you came back from that? Ain't nobody in your family ever had that. They ain't never been able to move like that. And look at you trailblazing. Look at you anointed and appointed to be the first to do it. Look at you breaking all kind of barriers. Look at you walking head up, chest out, confident and competent in your life, showing up for yourself like you've never shown up before. You got to get to a place in your life where you understand that life is a classroom. Everything that I'm going through, oh baby, this is a learning experience. Don't get comfortable. Hello, what you say? Don't get comfortable. Keep both your shoes on and one arm in the jacket. That's the fact. I had to come back, Mom. Hold on. Both shoes. One arm in jacket. Black mothers, we know what that means when you come in there with your children. Don't start pulling your stuff off. That means we ain't staying that long. Come on. We ain't gonna be here long enough for you to get comfortable. And then don't start asking me if you can spend the night.
Come on, guys.
It's a fact. Everything that you're going through in life, oh baby, I'm just passing through. I might drop my jacket off one arm at one point or another because I'm swinging. I got a bob and weave through life. It's gonna be, because it's gonna be some things that you're gonna have to endure, that you're gonna have to take it by force. They ain't gonna just give it to you. So you might have a struggle a time or two, but you gotta be prepared for that. Just like Jesus was turning over tables, it's gonna be some areas in your life you're gonna have to flip some tables. You're gonna have to say some stuff. You're gonna have to let folk know I am not to be played with. I'm what? Unplaywittable. Y'all go play where it's safe, baby. Play where it's safe. I'm unplaywittable. Why? Because you have to get up in your life and you have to know, oh, I owe this to me. Everywhere you go, I'm telling you right now, from this day forward, look them directly in their face, baby, I'm unplaywittable. Play where it's safe. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I know how to get up out your face expeditiously. That's out your face and out your way. One of the most beautiful things that you can ever do for yourself is teach yourself when to leave.
Come on now.
Knowing when to exit, knowing when to get up out them folks' face, knowing when to detach from them folks. Oh baby, there's nothing like that feeling. There's nothing like that feeling when you know when to leave. And when that exit be perfect, and you leave them like, baby, I might not even tell you bye. For real. Knowing when to exit, knowing when to leave, knowing when to get up out of them folk face. And when you detach, you don't just detach, you disassociate all the way together. Because it's dangerous still being connected to it. When I detach from you, oh babe, I get up off you. I don't care who get on you. I'm good. You gotta know. You gotta learn what I already know. I already know about it. I need for you to understand that. You can turn a temporary state into that. I need for you also to understand this right here, that every level that you go to in your life, this is another note, this is note number 4, because I want to get to the presentation. Note number 4 is every level that you go to in your life is going to require a new version of you. Yes. It's going to require a new you. It's going to be some folk that you're going to have to reintroduce yourself to, because they're used to the broken you. They're used to the broken you. They're used to the you that wouldn't really say much to nobody. They're used to the you that just used to let it just go ahead, and you were so unproblematic, and you ain't want to. I ain't gonna ruin the family dinner, baby. I'm getting kicked out of Thanksgiving. Meet me at Golden Corral, baby. Meet me at Golden Corral. I done got kicked out of Thanksgiving. When they not used, because they get used to you not saying nothing. And they associate being a good person with being a person that takes unlimited disrespect, a person that constantly let people walk all over them, that you become a doormat for people. They associate you being a good person by you constantly being the person that forgives, constantly being the person that constantly being the person that sacrifices, and you protect everybody else's peace while destroying yours. You make sure you're pouring into everybody else while you're walking around either halfway or all the way empty, and they are used to you being that type of person. So the moment that you start growing and evolving and understanding that you got to prioritize you and pour into you, and you can only afford to give people what you have on the outside, they get upset by that. How dare you think you can have a backbone? How dare you can, wait a minute, I'm used to having double standards with you. How dare you start holding me to what I say and making me stand on. Wait a minute, you making me stand on what I said. Oh, baby, when you said you ain't want me, you make sure you mean that. It ain't no Walmart the door attached to me. Ain't no revolving door. Ain't no When you say it, make sure you mean it, because I'm willing to feel what I gotta feel, and then I'm gonna look back and say, what's next? That's it. You have to have a what's next type of mentality. Why? Because if you don't have a what's next type of mentality, what will happen is you'll sit and you'll soak. And you allow whatever it is that you're facing to consume you. You allow that heartache and that pain and all of that to consume you. And whatever it is that you are is what you're going to attract. So then what'll happen is you'll start drawing people and energy that condone you being down bad. And they'll make it okay for you. Girl, I know why you like that. I understand your pain. If I was going through that, and they think that they're being compassionate. They think that they're doing you a favor. When the truth of the matter is, you want people in your life to say, friend, we talked about that yesterday. What we doing now? Because every time we go back and forth about it, we giving it more energy. We giving it more life. We keep pouring into that. Once you done felt what you felt in that situation, now it's a what's next? What am I going to do next? How am I going to move from here? What that's called is called accepting your reality. This is my new reality. Exactly. Yeah. This my new reality right here. You accept your new reality and you be prepared to move forward. So every new level that you go to is going to require a different version of you, which means you're going to have to do what? I'm going to have to shed. I'm going to have to let go of that old mindset. I'm going to have to let go of that old broken person. I'm going to have to walk away from I'm going to have to let that go. And I'm going to give you something, and I tell them this all the time. It be the small things that get you.
Truly.
The older people would tell you, never skip past them small things. And we don't think about it. But then if you go in the Word, it says, God will use the simplest things to confuse the wise. So then you understand what it is that our grandmothers and grandfathers is talking about. It be those small things that you think ain't nothing until they become something. And by the time that you see that there's something, they be too big of a something. So you can't skip past that. Right? So you have to be intentional about your life. You have to be observant about your life. You got to be on point about your life. And the small thing I want to say to you is this right here. Every single thing, when I told you to stand up and that your life is about to change right now, I said that because I'm confident knowing the God that I serve. And I also know that everything that you need to be successful, everything that you need to heal, to grow, everything that you need in order for you to live the life that you want to live, you already possess it. Yes. The Bible says I give you new grace and new mercy every day that's tailored to fit whatever obstacle that you're facing. I give you. Some of us woke up this morning, because I'm getting to my presentation, but hold on. Some of us woke up this morning and we had the audacity to feel like we didn't deserve to be here. That we didn't contribute nothing to life. And that life would somehow be better off without us. Some of us woke up this morning and we had a heavy heart, a cloudy mind, didn't know if we were coming or going. All of these negative things that we feel about ourselves, that we say about ourselves. Some of us was feeling those emotions as we came into here. And we can't deny it, because when we walked in, it was a lot of smiling faces I saw, but it was also a lot of hurt, a lot of pain that I felt. And understand, I pray and I fast all the time. So the energy was heavy. When I came up, I seen every time a speaker came up, they spoke their heart out, but the energy was so heavy. Everything in here was heavy. Everybody was trying to figure out, I don't know what's going to happen, but I believe something is going to happen. So I came to see if something was going to happen. And it did. I want you to know this right here. He says, I give you new grace.
Yes.
I give you new mercy.
Yes.
So whatever it is that's bothering you, that's on you, you can let that go. That can change from you right now. You don't have to walk out of this door with that same heavy spirit. You don't have to have all of that on your mind. You can let that go. You get new grace and you get new mercy that we don't even deserve.
My.
Every single day. That's just when you wake up. Every day. And he said it's tailored to fit whatever it is that you're going to go through throughout that day. So what you're saying, it was a fixed fight from the time that you woke up. You was winning and I didn't even know you was winning. You was winning and didn't even know that you was winning. That's kind of like the slaves being free and didn't know that they was free. That's kind of like the girl that they talked about that was kidnapped. And after she got kidnapped, the FBI standing right there in her face talking to her, but she wouldn't even tell them that she the kidnapped girl with the kidnapped people, because she was so conditioned in her mind that she didn't even know that she was kidnapped. But we tell you that you're kidnapped. But believe it or not, that's how conditioned we are in our own minds. That if we don't see it, we don't believe it. That if we don't see it, then that can't happen. But you can't go big, you can't go extreme with that type of mindset. You can't go big, you can't go extreme. You can't do what hasn't been done until you start challenging things, until you step out. One thing that I live by is what? Is leaving is learning. You don't know what you can do until you leave. You don't know what you can do until you step out. You don't know what you're capable of until you what? Until you activate your own superpower. This your life. Majority of us right now. This your life. It's the glass. We living in this bubble. This you. Nothing. Because you've been conditioned this way. You do everything the same way. You move the same way. You get up, do the same thing all for years on top of years. You can do your routine every day. You can do it with your eyes closed. That's how long you done it. You can drive to that same job that you ain't happy at. You can drive there and you ain't even got to look. You ain't even got to look. You can close your eyes and drive there. Your body so used to going, you know when to turn, when to stop, and how long the light gonna be. This is what it's like living in a glass jar. And that's what we live in every day. All the successful people, all the celebrities that you like to look at, all your favorite this and that, they on the outside of the glass. I'm on the outside too. Y'all see me? I see me. I'm on the outside. Baby, yeah. Y'all see I got my new car, my time to game. Baby, I'm outside real bad. Friend, I'm outside real bad. Y'all better come outside with me. You in this job. Doing what they say do. How they say do it. Jumping when they say win. Coming back when they say win. You programmed.
Yes.
So programmed that they ain't even got to cover the job because you're afraid to step out of it. You won't even jump because that fear got you in a chokehold. That self-doubt got you in a chokehold. That negative internal dialogue got you in a chokehold. Say, no, you ain't got as many haters as you think that you got. You your biggest one. Don't nobody hurt you like you hurt you. Ain't nobody broke your heart like how you broke it. Don't nobody talk down on you like how you talk down on you. Understand? Somebody will tell you you look good and you'll be like, girl, for real, I really got to get this done, that done. Because you're so broken that you don't even know how to accept a compliment. Be as beautiful as all get out, but don't even see your own beauty. Have all the gifts and all the talents, but afraid to use them. Conditioned to be in the glass. Be conditioned to watch. Don't nobody throw nothing now. Conditioned to watch everybody win but you. Conditioned to see everybody have but you. It look good. Ooh, that's so happy for them. You happy for everybody but you. And you can have that same exact life. But it's going to require something. In order for anything to grow, you got to pour, right? That's just when you start praying. Oh, it's bubbling now, baby. Oh, then you start fasting. Oh, we really got some action now. Yeah, and then when you start reading on top of that, oh, y'all see how I put another one in? That's because what I was doing on that first level, it had already dissolved. I had
Level up.
Cause see that first one had. Mama, you go. Wait a minute. They gotta catch it too. Hold on. That first one was already gone. Cause see, remember what I said. The more that you grow, the more that you heal and develop in your life. You got you're always changing. You forever growing. So you ain't gonna always be the first how you was in the very beginning. Cause you're not supposed to be that way. So I had to add another one on top of that because now my prayer life ain't the same that I used to be. Now I'm praying on a regular, fasting on a regular. Now I'm getting into the right room. So we got to pour. That's right. We got this God pouring out. Yeah. Now we got to pour some more. Now I didn't add it getting in the right room. So now I'm getting the right type of information. I'm surrounded by the right people. And oh yeah, that old me that was growing, that was praying, but was still letting people play with me. Oh yeah, I'm a new person. Yeah. Come on. So now, yeah. Come on. So I'm constantly, and you see, it was just a chip until we poured. It wasn't doing nothing until we started pouring. And once we start pouring, that's when it started fizzing. But how God works is this right here. I need for you to understand, when you step, he'll pour. You step, he'll pour. And what he said, he didn't say, I was going to sprinkle it on you. He said, press down, shaking together, running over. He said, I'm going to endow you. He said, you're going to do what? Live a shalom life. What's a shalom life? Nothing missing, nothing lacking, and nothing broken. And over there in Philippians, he said, now that I have it all, and I just keep having it. I had to make it run over. I had to make it run over. Yeah. Now, I'm winning and I can't stop winning. I'm having and I can't stop having. So to answer my friend's question, she said, well, she was concerned about her peace running out. Where you at? She gone? She was concerned about your peace running out. No, that was you. That right there. That's running over. That don't stop. I was waiting to show you this. That right there. And it was crazy that you asked that because then I had already had this together for you. This right here, yours ain't gonna stop. Once you enter that shalom living, when you over there aligning your life and you're working on yourself day in and day out and you're committed to your development, that peace that you feel, oh baby, that's like a river ever flowing. That's what it said. That can't nobody interrupt that. That means things that used to bother you, now you can shake off. You can step over. It don't have the same effect that it used to have on you because now your mindset is different. When your mindset is shifted, so is your vision. The way that you used to see things, you won't see them that way anymore. How you used to feel about things, you won't feel that way anymore. It's like, oh, okay, you one of them? I got more. Y'all signed up for a class. Come on. Oh, it's a tour. It's a tour. Come here, Treese. I might as well go all the way out. Y'all appreciate my commitment. Y'all hold it up for me. Yeah. Okay, and for those of you who feel like it's gonna take a minute, because friend, I be having to break stuff down because sometimes people, they don't be believing. So hold up. When I say that it won't take a long time for God to do nothing, I want y'all to understand that this right here, this the king. This right here, this Joseph in jail. This over here, This is the person that know Joseph in jail, but don't know Joseph. Okay? So what I'm saying is, down here, Joseph in jail, right? He ain't up here bothering the king. The king up here living his best life. Don't laugh at my crown. The king up here living his best life. But guess what he needs? He needs something interpreted. Joseph ain't nowhere by him. He in jail. This person right here is going over here to the king. What you saying, coach? I need for you to understand that it be folk talking about you in rooms that you not in. Hold up. That ain't all. I need for you to understand. They ain't talking. He in prison. He out of prison. Okay? So we ain't have no type of communication. So when I say it be people mentioning you in rooms that you ain't in, I also want to say this right here to the folks in the back. Baby, sometimes you don't even know them folks. Yes. Hold up. They just seen you on Instagram, on Facebook, and Twitter and said, you know what? They'll be a good fit for that. So stop thinking that it's going to be your friends or your family members that's going to you, that's going to help you. Baby, I need for you to know that God will send a what? A complete stranger into your life to do exactly what he wants you to do. So don't get caught up in the familiar. I want to understand your friends and your family members, they're going to be the last one to clap for you because they still wrapped up in how you, not me. Okay? That part. All right? So you got, there could be a stranger over here. Now here he going over here to the king. You got something, I'm just me paraphrasing. Y'all know how I do the Bible. Now, you got something you want to interpret. I know somebody that's down there in your jail.
Yeah.
Somebody in my jail. Doesn't mean to be in the king. Somebody in my jail, yeah. How about we go get him? They go down here. They pick him up. Bring him out here, up here. Now he up here in front of the king. How you go from a prisoner to now you sitting in front of the most powerful?
Come on.
Don't you tell nothing up. Hold up. I got the wrong one holding the board.
You do. I shout real quick.
Listen. Hold on. Hold it for me and you. Hold it for me and you. Hold on. Now, I need for you to understand. Now, here he go from being a prisoner. Some of you feel like you the least of them. You coming from nothing. Baby, I'm really getting it out the mud. I'm really coming from humble beginnings. I'm really coming from the trenches. Like she said, I got parents that was strung out on drugs. I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know what was going to go on in my life. I had already counted myself out because I did not know. You go from being a prisoner to standing in front of the most powerful person in the world at that time. Now, he comes over here, and because of the praying, working while you wait, he's doing while he's over here. See, while I'm down bad, I'm going to be praying. While I'm down bad, I'm going to be fasting. While I'm down bad, I'm going to be walking around down there, and I'm going to be making sure, I'm reading the wall. They used to walk on the word right on the wall back then. I'm reading the wall, getting my scriptures together. Right? Now, he go back up here to the king. He tell the king exactly what? He tell him exactly what his dream was. But because when he was in here, he put in so much work. Yes. Because when you ain't have, you was still giving what you ain't even have, and you was doing, and you was sacrificing, and you was praying, and you for folk that did you wrong, and you was still helping folk that were hurting you. You was down here. When you was down there waiting, you was waiting, and you was praying, and you was waiting, and you was fasting, and you was waiting, and you was trusting, and ain't nothing changed. Why? Because my faith is not based on my predicament. It's not based on my situation. It's not based on what I'm going through. I gotta have the same faith whether I'm winning or whether I'm losing. It's important because when I don't feel you, I gotta know that you went before me. When I don't feel your presence, I gotta know that you went before me. Wait a minute, coach, you can't just throw that out there. Yeah, when he was out there with the 2 little fishes and 5 loaves of bread, he told his disciples, he said, y'all go and I'm gonna meet you. Y'all go and I'm gonna meet you. Which means that there's gonna be some times in your life where you're gonna be going. I already gave you the instruction. All you gotta do is follow the plan that I gave you. Come on. Follow the plan that and I'm going to meet you right where I said that I was going to meet you. Because my word says that there's no promise coming from me that's going to be empty of power.
Come on now.
Come on. So now, while you here, you got that faith. While you here, you doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing. So when you get called here, what are you telling me, coach? Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Come on.
Hello?
Come on.
Come on.
on.
Stay ready, so
Come on.
you stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Because if you always ready when you get caught, you don't want to miss your moment.
Come on.
You can't afford to miss your moment. Right? So he done got called up here. He done went over here. He didn't interpret the dream so well when he got here. Guess what? Then he comes back over here to this person. We don't know what happened to him because he was a stranger. So we don't know what to do with him. But all we do know is he went from being a prisoner that was down here counted out to being up here and being a prime minister. From prisoner to prime minister. From prisoner to prime minister. Coach, what you trying to... Just because they ahead of you don't mean that they're going to get there ahead of you. You serve a God that can always jump you to the front. You serve a God that can jump you to the front. So don't look at what other folk got going on. And base your level of success, your growth, and your development on what they got going on and what they feel and how their life is moving. Because I need for you to understand that the God that we serve can take you from the back of the line to the front of the line. And he can do it just like that. He didn't go... Follow me. He can do it what? Just like that. What I told y'all, my life is about to change right now. His life changed right then. They didn't send him back to the jail. Go read it. They did not send him back to the jail so they could go take no votes. They did not vote about it. They did not get the Congress together and pass the bill through the president. They did not call the Senate. They did not call the People's Court. They did not do none of that. Come on.
Come on, they ain't do that.
God can take somebody that everybody looked at as a nobody and make them somebody in front of everybody and never have to ask anybody. He don't need their acceptance, their approval. He don't need their green light, their go ahead. He don't need for them to come and say, oh yeah, well, I think she got it. Oh yeah, because some folk gonna always find something wrong about you. Some folk gonna always have something to say about you. Oh, they don't look like the type to do this and they don't look like the type to do that. I purposely walk in every environment just like how I am and I get up here and Jesus him to sleep.
Come on now.
You ain't thinking I'll come up here talking about Jesus like that. But do. You supposed to be holding this. I'm sorry.
You know I get filled up
Right
too.
now, you go from what they counted out to what they counting on. In that minute. Just like that. And that's the reason why I don't want you to get caught up in people and why they didn't invite me and why they didn't include me and why they won't do this. Because sometimes you're not invited to be up here because them folks already know that if they bring you from here to here, then it ain't going to be no place for them. They're going to disappear like he did. And that's what they be afraid of. Some people won't put you on because of their own fears of you overpowering and overshadowing what they got going on because but that's a fact. It's a huge fact. That's why you won't find yourself with a bunch of folk. Understand that because when you have the power, the anointing, the calling, that if I bring you from here, there's a 99.8% chance that if I bring you up here, then they ain't gonna hear from me again because you what they've been waiting on. You are what they've been. See, it's one thing to have skill to do something, and it's another thing to have anointing.
Come on. That's it.
So when you know something is for you, you take that thing and you ride it all the way out. No matter how hard it might get, might seem like ain't nobody did this, that, and the third. Align your faith. Align yourself. Work while you waiting. Post. Business owners, entrepreneurs, brand creators. Post every day. I'm good, Teresa. Post every day. Even if ain't nobody saying nothing. Even if ain't nobody liking nothing, nobody sharing nothing. Put your stuff up there anyway. Why? Because it's always a stranger. Just like that, it's always a stranger. And all of a sudden, out the blue, somebody say something. Oh, my stomach been hurt for a while. You know what? I did see somebody that had the herb that you take that and all of a sudden your stomach don't hurt like that no more. Oh, you know what? Your baby got eczema. I seen somebody that's selling some butters that you don't even know them. But that's That's the God that we serve. What are you saying? I'm saying that when you start aligning yourself for the will, you have to be prepared for God to start supernaturally supplying for you. That's what the Bible said. You will start receiving things from places that I didn't even see that coming. Stuff just happening for you. Doors just opening for you. Opportunities just coming to you. Supernaturally. It's a fact. But you have to be willing to activate your life. You have to be willing to step so he can pour. Step so he can pour. Your life can change, and your life can change right now. But that's all based on what you believe and the work that you are willing to put in. As always, you're going to live on whatever level of life that you settle for. Go extreme, because nothing is off limits to you. Unlearn that, dismantle that. You are not put here to survive. You are put here to thrive.
Yes.
We serve an all-powerful God. So why in the world would you think that you're supposed to be out here struggling, pillar to post and borrowing? He said you are the lender, not the borrower. The head, not the tail.
Yes. Come on now.
So if you're operating where you're in that position, step back, evaluate yourself, evaluate your priorities, then take out that trash. Everybody stand to your feet real quick. Repeat after me. Now that you done heard this word, I want to hear it different now. My life. There you go. That's what. Woo. Now that's where it sounds like you're ready to win. My life is about